Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily tarot forecast. This forecast is going to be for April 19th. We're going to start with Aries as usual. Thank you, all of you, for being here, for all the thumbs ups, for all the shares, and for all the comments. Thank you for keeping me on my toes here in these live videos. And of course, thank you to those of you who are ordering private readings from me. It is because of all of you guys' support at every level that I'm able to do what I love to do for my living. Okay, so Aries, what you have showing up is the Three of Mirrors. By the way, this is my Chrysalis Tarot deck today. You have the Healer showing up in reverse. And you have the Three of Stones in reverse. Okay, Aries. What do we have here? We have the Three of Mirrors with the Page of Mirrors in reverse, or the Healer in reverse. Okay, so we're looking at, this is the 19th, so this is Sunday. Basically, what we have going on is we basically have a message saying that we still can't be social. We're still social distancing, basically. And I think that's frustrating us. Okay, that's what I've got for you, Aries. And why is this? Why is this happening? Because everybody's trying to stay separate. Everybody's doing things on their own. This may be especially frustrating to people who are trying to gather for ceremonies or congregation, you know, but everybody's sort of having to work on their own. So, Aries, I see you being frustrated that you're still not able to spend time with friends and family members the way that you would like to. Okay. So that's for Aries for the 19th. Let's look at Taurus. Thank you for being here, guys. Go ahead and say hi. Keep me on my toes while we're here and live. I like knowing who's in here, how y'all are doing. Let's look at Taurus, Taurus, Taurus for April 19th. Okay, Taurus, you guys have, what is she called here? The Pilgrim showing up in reverse. You have also the Minstrel showing up in reverse. And you have the Ace of Spirals showing up in reverse. Okay, so Taurus, what do we have here? I feel like you're doing some research, trying to find out some information and learn some things. Is this about Taurus, a situation, or about a person? Okay. You're trying to find out some things about a person that's in your experience who is coming up as broke. Their back is against the wall financially right now. And I think that that has also really impacted them mentally and emotionally as well. And so it looks to me like you're doing some research. You're trying to figure out, what kind of resources are there out there to help this person. And why is this happening? Because there's some kind of news that came in about something that this person needs to do that it has kind of pushed them over the edge. Like they're just like, if I didn't have to do that, I'd be fine for a while, but I don't know how I'm going to be fine for a while with this coming in. Kind of interesting, Taurus, that's more about what you're doing for somebody else than it is about what you're doing for yourself. That means you're going to be spending a lot of energy on Sunday doing for this other person, a lot more energy on them than on you, actually. It's kind of interesting, huh? Let's look next at Gemini for April 19th. Excuse me. All right, Geminis, you guys have the Kali card in reverse. You have the Sojourner right side up. And you have the Four of Spirals in reverse. Okay, so Geminis, excuse me, you guys are finding some way to connect with people emotionally in your life. You're finding some kind of way to do that, to take the place of being able to physically get together with the people that you care about. And why are you doing this? Because we're still in a situation where staying separated is the thing to do. All right. Wow. Since I've been a reader, I've never had one particular event like color and flavor the experience for all the signs like this has and does, continues to. Cancers. You guys are up next for April 19th. Okay, Cancers, you guys have the Divine Child. You have the Companion. And you have the Green Man. Okay, Cancers. A lot of you are actually getting some inspiration from children. What does it say in the Bible? From the mouths of babes. They can say the wisest things sometimes. A lot of you are, yeah, just taking your inspiration from the children that you're around. For others of you, you're taking inspiration from your own particular inner child. And why is this happening? It seems like it's happening because you're taking responsibility for the idea of being in the present, not being out too far in the future and not being stuck in the past, but being in the present. And in the present, what can I do with this present is basically what you're saying. Kind of cool, Cancers. All right, up next we have Leos. Leo. Thank you all of you for the thumbs ups, for the shares, for the comments on this video. Thank you also to those of you who buy private readings from me. All of you guys' support for me at every level does make me able to do what I love to do for my living. So I do truly appreciate it. Let's see. This is for Leo for April the 19th. Leo. You've got the storyteller showing up in reverse. You also have Matt showing up in reverse. And you have the wheel in reverse. Leos. With the storyteller in reverse and Matt in reverse. What's going on here? I think you're staying to yourself, and I think that you're really resenting the idea of staying to yourself if you're in self-isolation or if you're in quarantine or if you're in lockdown. I think you're getting to the point, Leos, where you're really resenting this whole isolation idea. I think that logically you can see the reason for it, but that doesn't keep you from being really frustrated with it and resenting it at this point. And why is this happening? Because we have the Wheel of Fortune showing up for you in reverse. And this is just saying because the cycle hasn't changed yet, because we're still going through a dark period right now. Mm, 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 mm. All right, let's look at Virgo. This is Virgo for April 19th. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Excuse me. La, da, 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 la, da, da. Okay, Virgos. 7 of Stones. 9 of Stones. And Papa Legba. Okay. So Virgos, what do we have going on here? Interesting, Virgos. We've got healing and becoming whole here for you. Healing and becoming whole are almost synonyms to me in a way. There is this idea of actually feeling better physically. This could also be some kind of emotional or psychological healing as well, going on the 19th. With this 9 of Stones, you're becoming whole. So this is actually being a very independent person, taking care of yourself, not having to rely on others to take care of you. And I'm just getting a strong impression from this card that normally I don't from the 9 of Stones, which is, you are consciously moving away from the past as you become more independent and as you become more self-sufficient. It's almost like you're leaving behind these heavy weights that used to hold you down to move forward. And I feel like that's a part of your healing. Okay, that's for Virgo. Why is this? Papa Legba. Because you're coming into your own strength, you're changing your perceptions about yourself and about others around you. Where before you didn't have as good a self-respect or self-esteem as you do now, your perspective has changed from seeing yourself as less than to seeing yourself as plenty, as good enough, as whole, as healed. Okay, so this is happening because your perspective about yourself is changing, your own self-esteem is changing, and that's bringing healing to you and helping you to feel much more confident and becoming that independent, self-sufficient person and walking away from those things that have been dragging you down and dragging your self-esteem down. Okay, so that's for Virgos. Next up, we're going to look at Libra. Thank you guys for spending some of your precious time with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for the thumbs ups. And for those of you who find this video beneficial, thank you for sharing it with others as well. Thank you also for leaving comments, both while I'm here live and later. And thank you also for ordering private readings with me. It's you guys who make me able to do the things that I love to do for my living. So thank you very much. Alrighty. Libra. 4 of Stones. Lover. 10 of Spirals. Hello there. I'm not sure if I know how to say your name. Jyotish. Glad you're here. I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so Libra, you have the 4 of Stones and you have the Lovers card coming up together. This is telling me that there's some kind of partnership that you have. Are they doing this with this person or from this person? There's some kind of partnership that you have that you feel like you have to hold back. Okay, so having a hard time with I don't even want to say you're having a hard time. I feel like this is a conscious choice that you're holding back with this partnership. So you're not sharing everything. You're not sharing all of your information. You're not sharing all of your resources. There's an issue here of trust, Libra, and you're feeling like you need to hold back just as a matter of safety for yourself. And why is this? Because you're taking on more responsibility. And as you're taking on more responsibility, you need to make sure that you can cover all your bases. Okay. So that is for Libra. And the same to you, Jyotish. Ripple Snake. Glad to see you, my dear. I'm thinking about doing 2 videos today. I might do, this one's for the 19th. I'm thinking about doing one for the 20th today. So if you're patient, you might be able to be around for the beginning of that one. Nah, you can always scroll back for Libra. It won't be that far. It was a pretty quick message today. You're quite welcome, Jyotish. Let's see. Scorpio for April 19th. Scorpio. Okay, Scorpios. 2 of Stones in reverse. We also have the 3 of Mirrors in reverse, as well as the Sojourner in reverse. Okay, so me and my fellow Scorpios, what's going on the 19th for us? Things are really out of balance for us with friendship. We tend to overhelp, don't we, Scorpios? We tend to overhelp. There's something going on, though, with a friendship where I think somebody's really getting on our last nerve, and it's making this friendship feel out of balance for us. It's making it feel like we're putting a lot more into this friendship than they are. And why is this happening? Because we have a King of Mirrors that's in our sphere of influence that is basically playing emotional games, manipulation, emotional manipulation, that type of thing. And because they're playing games and being manipulative, we're feeling like we're being manipulated, basically, like this is an uneven situation. We're giving more than they are, and they're getting on our nerves. You know why they're getting on our nerves, don't you? Why? Don't you, Scorpios? Because we can see manipulation 10 miles away. And we think it's cheap and a cheesy way to control somebody. And blip. Once we see that somebody likes to use manipulation, what happens to our opinion of them, fellow Scorpios? It goes down. Because we value honesty. If you guys want to manipulate us, just be honest with us. Just tell us what you want. Most of the time, Scorpios are going to try to give you what you want anyway. But don't manipulate us, because then we're going to dig in our heels and we're going to be like, oh, no, you don't. When we're not doing that, how does Meatloaf say? I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. That's us Scorpios. We don't like manipulation. Just be straight. Okay, let's move on to Sagittarius for April the 19th. LRKK. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Alrighty. Sagittarius, you guys have the Muse in reverse. You have Hermie the Hunter. And you have the Acrobat. That's interesting. Very interesting, Sagittarius. For female Sagittariuses, I usually don't break it down as female or male, but I guess maybe I should say for feminine Sagittariuses, because some people who were born male identify more with the feminine. So let's do it this way. For feminine Sagittariuses, is Sagittarius is a word? Is that a proper pronunciation of that? I don't know. Anyway, for female people who are Sagittarius, you have somebody pursuing you. There is somebody chasing you. For many of you, there are multiple somebodies chasing you. I do feel like this is kind of in a romantic sense. There are people who want to take you out. Look, you came in reverse. If you're a female Sagittarian, you came in reverse. You're not thrilled about being chased. You're like, really? This is what you want to do right now? We're in the middle of a pandemic. Don't you have something better to think about? All right. Now, for male people who are Sagittarius, there is somebody in your sphere of influence that you could be interested in chasing. You could be interested in being with them, but you're just not really feeling that kind of energy right now, and you're just not doing it. Maybe another day. You guys are funny. All right, why? Why is this happening? This is happening because you're focused on your money and your material goods. I think that you guys have gotten some kind of good news about money or material goods, and you're focusing on, okay, how am I going to make best use of this? And that is what has you preoccupied. You're so preoccupied about how you're going to make good use about this money or material goods that's coming to you that those of you who are guys, you're not interested in chasing the girls. And those of you who are girls, you're just not interested in being pursued at all either. You're like, wait a second, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this money here. Just hold on here, buddy. You guys are funny. All right, so that's for Sagittarius. Next up, let's do Capricorn for the 19th. Capricorn for the 19th of April. Excuse me. You guys got a 7, a 6, and a 5. Are you guys pulled over at a DUI stop trying to count backwards? Just joking. Okay, Capricorn, 7 of Scrolls in reverse. 6 of Mirrors. 5 of Spirals. Isn't this funny? Okay, so Capricorns, you guys have an ex that whenever you guys parted ways, shall we say, there was not a whole lot of honesty coming in from either side of the fence is what I'm hearing. And I think that on the 19th, you are going to be communicating or interacting with this ex, and the real deal is going to be showing up. The truth is going to be coming out from both sides, I'm hearing. So both of you are going to be being more truthful and more honest with each other about what the situation was in the past. Why is this? Because you have the 5 of Spirals in reverse, which just means that you're not feeling like you have to compete anymore. You're just feeling like you can just be real, and you don't have to be the best, the prettiest, the brightest, the hardest working, the strongest, whatever. You don't have to compete anymore. And because you don't really have to compete anymore, now you can just be really open and honest with this person from the past about what the real deal was and is. Okay. That's interesting. That's for Capricorn. I have to say, I kind of think that that's a true to life thing anyway. I think once we're friends with the people that we used to go out with, a lot of times, at least for me, I find out more about them as friends than what I knew before. And then I realize, well, we would have never worked anyway. Like, I was so disappointed when that ended, but really it was for the best. This is kind of what I see here for you guys. Like, you guys are just, you're not even trying to impress each other or be romantic. You're just being yourself around this other person, and it's kind of cool. Not trying to compete. La da 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 da. Okay, we're looking at Aquarius for April the 19th. Aquarius, you definitely have stuff on your mind. When cards try to pop, but they don't, that's definitely stuff on your mind. There's Annie. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here, my dear. Alrighty, Aquarius. You guys have the Knight of Spirals showing up in reverse, along with the Pilgrim showing up right side up, and the Storyteller. With the Corsair and the Pilgrim, Aquarius, by the way, this is my Chrysalis deck. What's going on here? You guys are finding out some information that's just making you feel completely unmotivated about something in your lives. That's what's going on there. And why is this happening? Because you've been alone. And since you've been alone, you have more time to find out information. Okay. So that's for Aquarius. That was pretty cut and dry. I don't think I need to expand on that too much. Let's look next at Pisces. This is going to be Pisces for April 19th. By the way, thank you all for being here. La, da, da, da. Thanks for the thumbs ups. If you find this video helpful, thank you for sharing it around. And thank you for the comments, both while I'm here and later. And also thank you to those of you buying private readings from me. I appreciate it. I like the lives too. I like being able to interact with people. Alrighty, let's look at Pisces. You guys got the Ace of Stones. We also have the Three of Spirals for you, Pisces. And we have the Four of Mirrors in reverse. You guys have some good cards. Look at you, Pisces. Woot woot. Okay. All right, so Pisces, with the Three of Spirals and the Ace of Stones, you are making some long-term plans that have to do with setting up a new foundation for yourself. Probably financially, but this could also be family-wise as well. For most of you, I feel like it's financial though. And then why is that happening? Because you're taking the disappointments that you've received lately in stride, and what you're doing instead of focusing on those is you're focusing on the opportunities and the positives that are around you right now. So as you're focusing on the opportunities and the positives, I feel like you're collaborating with somebody else. That's not really what this card says, but I've got a strong impression that you're collaborating with at least one other person to make some long-term plans about your future, about setting a good foundation for your future. Okay. So that is Pisces. Thank you once again, everybody, for being here. I do appreciate it. Everyone have a fantastic day, even in quarantine, lockdown, or self-quarantine, whatever your status might be. Or for those of you who are more opened up, yay, lucky you. Everybody take care of yourself, stay well, look out for your neighbors, look out for your loved ones. We do get through all of this together, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.